everyone, it's Sue. Hope you're all keeping really well. I've decided I'm going to attempt Rachel at Roxy Creations weekly challenge this year. I'm feeling a little bit uninspired, lost my mojo basically. So I'm hoping that this might kickstart it if I get into this and give it a go. So I'm only on week 1. I think week 2 is already up, but this one is 4 pockets out of 1 book page. Now I'm not using book pages, so I'm just putting my own spin on it. I've got all these. This is just a small portion of 6 by 6 inch papers that I have, and I just thought I really need to use them up. So that's what I'm going to do. Mine are going to be a lot smaller than Rachel's are. That's okay. You can adapt them, or you can make them bigger. You can do whatever you like. So I've just sort of started folding a few of the sheets up. So I'm just going to grab, I won't get all these done in the one video, but I just thought I'll try and get 1 or 2 done. I'm going to be sewing mine as well, so it's going to take probably a little bit longer. I'm not using a timer either. I'm just going to do a couple, get my mojo going and see how we go. So if you just, with your papers or your book pages, whatever it is that you're using, if you just fold it up, I haven't measured, it's about just under 2 inches that I've folded. I've just eyeballed it, and then Rachel also folded hers in half. I am going to, on some of these, I'm going to stencil, because you've got the white edge here, white page here. Some I'm going to stencil and some I'm going to cover with coffee dye paper. So fold that up. I might, you know me and pink and teal, I might do those 3. Let's see if we can get those 3 done. Pockets, wrap around a page. Now this is just my, I have a Crafterland chap in here in a minute. This is just my reference journal, and I thought this year, while I'm doing bits and pieces, I'm going to add them into here. So I've started doing these. I need to write, so this is from Lynn at Pretty Papercraft 67. I just love that idea. So and this is one of her tags. So this is I've written on there, it's a gorgeous tag and journal topper made by Lynn at Pretty Papercraft 67 on YouTube and Etsy. And just treat it as if it's a journal, but it's an ideas journal. So, but I want it to look pretty, and I want it to inspire me to keep looking through it. So this one here is from Marley's at Marley Designs. So I got that from her. I need to put, I might even write that on the back here so that I know. This is just an idea that I've done, so I'll probably end up sticking that. I just haven't stuck that in there yet, and I'll just write on the back of one of these. So yeah, just to get an idea. But I'm just going to use this page here at the moment because I don't have any other pages cut. This is just so that I know what the size of my pages are. But these little pockets, you can put them in your journals. So you would glue, or you could leave this side open if you wanted to as a tuck. I don't even know if I'm on screen here. And just glue down the side here. So you'd have a tuck here and a pocket here, and the same here, a tuck here and a pocket here. Obviously, you wouldn't put it on something like this, but just to give you an idea. So I thought even, you know, like I've done this is really pretty paper. What I could even just do is make this into, folded that really crooked, make that into just a little pocket that sits in. You could even put it on your page, have a little tab or something that keeps that closed, so you could glue 1, 2, 3 sides and you would have a pocket there, pocket there, and pocket there. So that's moving away from Rachel's 4 pockets, but that was just a thought that I had that you could do. And you could also add a little booklet in here for journaling. I don't know, just a few ideas that when I saw Rachel doing them, that sort of came to mind. So what I thought I might try and do is at least do 2 today and just see how they go. So I just need to get some coffee dough paper to pop on the inside here. I'll be back. So while I was at it, I thought I would, just so that I can glue these ideas back into this reference journal. Now these, the reason I add this to the page is that it just so that the holes aren't on the inside of the page, if you know what I mean. So the holes, it sort of acts as a tab, so you get use of the whole page, the whole lot of the page, rather than if the holes were punched into the page. I'm trying to show you. It makes it harder to decorate is what I'm trying to say. So you lose about a 1/2 inch. So this is a Uniquely Creative album, and then these dies are actually out of stock at the moment, unfortunately, but I just keep it in here so that I know where it is, and I just cut out of scraps. So I have got these little bits here left over from these pages that I've cut for the reference journal, so I can just cut out some strips out of that. I just thought while I was going, I would cut a couple of pages to go in here, and I'll glue these on. And I've added some reinforcements there as well, just to make sure that they don't tear. So I'm just going to quickly glue those on, put them in there so that we can add these pockets in there once they're done. Okay, so they're in there ready to go. Now they might be a little bit different in size. I'm not worried about that. I want it to look quite junky anyway. But I've got pages in there. I'm just trying to be more organized this year. Let's see how we go. So these pages, I can pop these ideas once I've done them in here and just write, you know, who inspired me. So give credit where credit's due. All right, now I'm just going to put some coffee dye paper on the inside. You know what, the white doesn't really matter because this is white. You know, I might actually stencil that one. I'll put the coffee dye paper in here. So I'm just going to glue that in, and I'm going to sew mine. I think I've already said that. So I'm going to, actually I might just use a stick glue, I think. I'm going to use the stick glue just to glue the page down. And then I will sew around. So I'm just going to stick it in there like that. Press it down. I've got room to do this one as well. And then I'll just do this one as well. Just let that stick for a minute. And I'm just going to roughly stencil in this one here. Just using what's on my desk, guys. I'm just using a potting soil archival ink, and I don't have to stencil all the way down because the pocket's going to be covering that up. And I haven't got the right brush. I haven't got one handy. I'm in the process of organizing my room, and I've still got bits and pieces everywhere. So I'm just making do with what I've got in front of me. And then I'll just do a little bit more over here. Whoops. And that'll do. Got glue all over my desk. All right, so that's stenciled. Okay, these I'm going to cut away. Right, so I've done two with coffee dye paper. I just think they look, I like that look rather than having stark white. And then this one I've just done a little bit of stenciling. I'm now going to go to my sewing machine. I'm just going to sew around the four sides. I'm not going to worry about sewing the top. You could sew the top of those if you wanted to. I'm not going to worry about that today. I'm just going to sew around all four sides. So I'll do that and I'll be back. They've been sewn around now, and I'm going to ink as well. Once again, you don't have to ink if you don't want to. You don't have to sew. There's no need to sew. I just like that look. So I do that. So I'll just quickly ink around the edges. Okay, so we could even just leave that as it is and decorate it as per your journal theme. Now, most of my journals are nature and botanical anyway, so I'm going to decorate a couple of mine. So let me just get myself sorted here. So it gives you an idea what you can do. So the idea is to glue glue here and here underneath, and you've got a pocket here, and then the same on the other side. Or, as I said before, you could just glue on the base and maybe here on the edge of your page, and you've got a tuck and a pocket, and then the same on the other side. Okay. My other idea was that you could possibly just fold this back the other way, because this is really pretty. You could even have this. I'm just trying to think here. You could have this as a side tuck or a side pocket. You could either glue here and here, and that'll be a tuck under there. And then when you open it up, you've got two pockets. The only thing is you would probably have to put some ribbon or something underneath just to be able to tie that closed. So you know what, we might even do that. Let's do that. So I'm going to I actually like this is really pretty. Yeah, everything's falling now. Okay, so let's start with this one. I'm going to decorate this one. And I've just got some die cuts here. These are Uniquely Creative, and they're juniper and sage. These are available in my shop if you're interested. I'll pop the link down below. Okay. I'm just going to have a little bit of a look what I've got here. I'm just going to cut some of this white away from this, and same thing, you don't have to do that. That's just me, the way my brain works. I just can't deal with too much white around an image. I'm going to ink up the edges anyway, so I'm not going to make it cut it perfectly, just to get the bulk of that white edge away. Thinking I'm just going to stamp some numbers or something on there. These are sample stamps, dates from the past. They are also available in my shop. I love these. They're so versatile. Just need to find a block. I've only got a big one handy here. That will do. Could staple that on, but I'm going to just glue it on it just so that it looks like it's stapled. Yeah, so I'm hoping that Rachel's challenge will help me find my mojo. She's always very clever with her ideas, so I just thought, well, I'll just do my spin on it and see where it takes me. I guess that's what a challenge is. It's not really about copying, is it? It's challenge you to look at things differently and do things a little bit differently. So I'm just going to glue. I'm not going to over decorate them because they'll have tags and that in them. And you can always come back and add more once you put them in the journal that you're using them in. So that's just very basic. So we'll do the other side. Okay, so I've cut them out. I think I just make more work for myself by doing that, but I just like the look of it better. So I'm just going to work out where I want to glue these. So I'm going to glue that one down first. Glue that down, and then I'm just going to layer that over top of that. And that's our first 4 pockets done. So that's quite cute. There we go. All right. So I'm going to push them to the side, out of the way. Now, may as well decorate this one as well. Just thinking I could utilize the bottom of this. So when you get your die cuts, you don't have to use them as they come. You can cut them and alter them how you like. Just looking for my ink applicator. The date. Let's do that. I'm not even going to cut this. Are you shocked? Shock myself sometimes. So I'm just going to ink as much as I can around the edge there. Get rid of that white. I'm just going to add a little bit over the top of that just to dull that down a bit. I'm just going to glue that down. Just going to do it. Down there like that, and then I'll decorate the other side. And you know what, for something simple, we can just add a couple of brads in here and actually just stick that in the middle. So I might do that. I might add maybe, there we go, some gold ones. That's what fell out. We'll go with that. I'm just going to bend these so that they go behind the card there, and when I glue them down they won't move. They're moving at the moment, but they won't move around once they're glued down. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to glue that down, make sure I get plenty over the metal prongs. So I have, because I used to do a lot of scrapbooking, I have a lot of scrapbooking paper and bits and pieces. So this is a really good way to use all them up too for decorations. And then I can add little tags, make tags and put little tags and bits and pieces in the pockets. So that is that one. They're quite cute, aren't they? I mean, as I said, it's a bit of a shame to cover up this paper, but it's been sitting in a drawer for goodness knows how long, and it's being used. So that's the whole idea of this, isn't it? So I think I'm going to get some ribbon, because when I attach it to the page, I want to be able to tie this close. Okay, so I've just got this 1/4 inch seam binding, and I was just thinking actually, so I'm going to stay true to Rachel's challenge, sort of, and I'm going to leave them as pockets, so they'll just be like hidden. So I'm going to cut a length of this seam binding, and I'm going to glue it onto the back here, because I want that to close when I put it in the journal. You'll see what I'm doing when I get it all put together. Just need to try and find where halfway is really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5, so 2, about here. So I'm just doing a bead of glue across the back here, and I'm just going to glue that down. So you're not going to see this bit, it's going to be on the page. Okay. So that's going to tie that closed, and then we've got the pockets there. So I think I'll put a little bit of decoration on the front here. What do I want to put on there? Maybe I could do that. Actually, that would have been nice. I could have done that on there. Anyway, that's all right. We can use it for something else. So I'm just going to ink around this flower. bit heavy-handed there. That's okay. Just going to glue that down. This will tie closed in the journal. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. I haven't tied that very well, but so we've got 3 that I've done. So these will oh my goodness, I'm in a mess. So the way that Rachel had them was that she glued here and here underneath, and she has a pocket here, and then the same on the other side. So 4 pockets from one book page. I've used 6x6 scrapbooking paper. So that's that one, and this one is the same. But you could, as I was saying before, you could glue here and here underneath and have this as a tuck and a pocket. Tuck and a pocket. And then this one I thought you could glue 3 sides, stick it down, and you've got a pocket here. Or same thing, you could do it as a tuck, and then when it's glued down, you open it up and you've got some journaling tags or journaling cards in there, and you can put some hidden journaling in there. It's just another interactive piece in your journal. So that's just my take on Rachel's challenge for week 1. So I hope you enjoyed that. It's actually feels good to be inspired to do something, so thank you very much, Rachel, for that. I know that week 2 has popped up. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet, so I must go and do that, and then I can get on to week 2. So I am going to put possibly this one and one of these in my reference journal, just so that I know, you know, when I'm stuck for ideas, I can go back and go, okay, yep, that's great, we'll do that. And then also where I've got the idea from. So I've done 3. So they were a bit of fun. I hope you enjoyed that. Head over to Rachel's channel. I will pop her details down below. I'm sure you already know about her, but a great way to get your creative juices flowing. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you have a really good day, and until next time, I hope you get a little bit of creative time in. See you soon. Bye bye.